This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Yeah, we gotta save my daughter and my clan too, right? Right? Yeah, that's it. Ah, nuts. You know you could just run into the water and jump in the water and get away from him, right? Well, bye, Nima. Whoop. Sorry, Atlanta's gonna be without a mom for a while. Or forever. Yeah, just let her digest it. Just let her digest it. What are you doing, Jerry, you moron?
Hey, come on!
Yeah, save yourself. This is Jerry. He's running for his life because he hit a T-Rex with a bat. This is Jerry. He has balls. Way to go, Jerry. Now you're dino food. Engine, and for being a secretive organization that wants to kind of keep what it's doing a secret, it puts its name on everything, doesn't it? Oh, nuts. Oh, okay. There's nothing here. I don't see anything. Okay. I think we got it. Lucky us. Whoa! You got some skills, Jerry, for being a middle-aged veterinarian. Oh, nuts! Goodbye, Jerry. Oh, broke his back and then ate him. That's kind of funny, actually. I am demented, folks. I'm sorry. That's just how I am. I almost got gold too. Oh well, that would have been very nice to get gold at the very end of the game for the final little thing. But oh well. Sometimes the game doesn't work that way. All right. Ah. Man, this kind of reminds me of like Dragon Slayer for some reason. Just like woo ha hee ha. He just somehow conveniently just like gets away from everything with the right, just like jumping and everything. I am protected. I am in my box. I am in my safe space. Safe space! Just get out of my safe space. Ah, it's college. I'm okay in my little bubble. Stop. Your breath is terrible, dude. Oh, there we go. Run, Cherry. This thing is bigger than you, faster than you, but some... Wait, what? How did she get back to the boat? We didn't even have a scene with her. She should have started the boat already, by the way. It's not that hard. Oh, wait, I have a... Get on the boat! Get on the boat! One last button. Gotta press it! Gotta press it! Just like I do it every night. Do not jump from the boat. Do not jump from this point. I think we're fine. We can do it this one time. It's fine. Hooray! And this is Jerry. He survived an encounter with the T-Rex. This is Jerry. He has the best luck in the world. Goodbye, T-Rex. You are somehow conveniently saving us as well as conveniently killing us at the same time. Killed Billy and Nima. Man, if she only hadn't gone after the shaving cream. She wanted to save her daughter and everything, but she got eaten. No. The T-Rex took away a perfectly good pair of breasts. Oh well, at least the hardings survived. That's all we can hope. That's all. That's for the best.
She had a difficult decision to make. We
Just a
don't
dumb
always
one.
get to do the right thing, honey.
Especially when the game only gives you 5 seconds to do it.
Yeah, I guess.
Man,
What
if
now,
only she'd...
Dad? I guess you're kind of out of a job.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
she only had saved
No more
saved
dinosaurs
her
for me.
Jesse instead.
I'll try to get my old job back at the Dallas Zoo.
There you go.
More my speed anyway.
Elephants are
Back to
awesome.
Dallas?
Why not? Think it's a good idea?
Ah,
I'm serious.
All right then.
cop out in
Dallas
there.
it is.
Wait, that's not cop
But
out.
first,
Still.
I have a promise to keep. There's a little girl in Costa Rica that needs our help.
Oh, are we gonna take care of her? Are we gonna adopt her? Sure, why not? Nima dying is apropos, right? She lied to us and all this other stuff, and she tried to save us even though she still went for the bottle. Why would she do that? Makes you wonder what would happen if she hadn't gone after that shaving cream. Oh well. And that's the end of Jurassic Park the game. Yep. First and foremost, let me tell you that there is an alternate to that ending, and you'll probably already guessed what it is. Nima can choose to save Jessie instead, and she survives, which I might tack on to the end here after everything's said and done. But Jurassic Park the game. What can I say? Well, I think its reputation precedes it. Out of all and I've played almost all Telltale's games they've ever released that they officially did, and I'd probably say Jurassic Park is probably their weakest entry out of all of them. I don't think it's terrible, and the game has enough. Okay, I guess we should start. Story was okay for the most part, basically taking place kind of like during and after everyone left the island, how they survived. Because when they leave the island, all they do is they get on a helicopter. Like, the T-Rex takes care of the velociraptors, and then they get off the island. That's it, so nothing happens. I don't even think they said they were going to bomb it, so they could have been things afterwards. So it makes sense that the story could take place on it. So the story was of it for these action type of games and kind of scenarios, thrillers. It doesn't have to have a super impressive story to get you. I mean, there was the betrayal of almost all the characters had their own like little thing about them, about wanting their own personal things. Like, all of them were selfish in their own way. Like, Oscar, had killed all these people, but then he went out with a bang by trying to save everyone. Yoder was this wisecracking fool, did stuff, but he was generally a nice guy, and then he became dark because Oscar and his team died, and that money was all he had left to build upon after losing all that stuff. Nima being a corporate spy to save her daughter and get the respect of her people from losing the island to Engine. Sorkin, who just had a major boner for animals, and then she tried to save the animals before people. Let's see, John Curry, don't recognize the name. Heather Hudson, no. Nika Futterman, I think I've heard Nika's in other Telltale games. Jared Cameron Johnson, he does the music for Telltale's, or at least most of their stuff. Nope. You'll never get this music out of your head, you won't do it. I'm probably gonna get copyrighted for this on my video and lose revenue. Oh well, whatever. It is a very catchy theme, but anyway. And then Harding, being the obvious down, the father who's not always there for his kid, the obvious trope there. Jessie being the kid who doesn't know what she wants to be, getting into trouble, causing trouble, and then making up for it with random knowledge of information. All the obvious cliches for most of the characters. And the story's fine, the characters are okay. I didn't like the fact that basically all of them became jerks by the end. I mean, for the most part. I don't know. I felt like, and I know the game tried to make them likable during the game, so when it happens, it's sad that they do it because they're pushing the breaking point like they would in any, what's the word? In any, like the zombie situation where it just causes so much stress to happen that you do something really stupid by the end of it. It makes sense. I just didn't like the fact that everyone was basically a jerk by the end and having all these, I don't know, I just felt like it made trying to make all the characters likable by the end almost pointless, really. I mean, I guess the only one we feel bad for initially is Oscar because of what he did, but everyone else, we don't really care that they died. Not really. Music, I thought the music was good. Jared Cameron Johnson did a good job for making the music for this for the most part. The QTEs were the most annoying part of this game, so yeah, Telltale probably, I would agree this is probably your weakest entry. But yeah, the QTs, I didn't like the fact that you couldn't really walk around. You basically just looked in a direction, pressed a button, and that's it. There was no actual walking animation. The QTs were kind of annoying at times. I mean, they're easy to do, but they were still annoying enough to where a lot of times I'd mess up anyway, even though getting gold is not that important. I don't know what else. What else to say? I'm trying to think what else to say for this. And the ending is kind of, I mean, you know, the ending is they get off the island, that's it. And some of the things get taken care of. I mean, even with Nema dying, if you do that variation on the end, they still take care of her daughter, so I guess that gets taken care of, so. I don't know, I'll do my full ending review here in a second, but first of all, let's choose the alternate ending, shall we? Okay, so what we do is we just replay the scenario, and as far as I know, all the other choices in the game really don't matter. I mean, other than the parts where you had to die or lose at, you know, whatever. But, like, you know, where you get achievements for, like, convincing Yoder to help Nema and all this other stuff. All that's there for is just alternate talking scenes, but you don't actually have to do it. It won't change the story that much. Really, the only change is at the very end if you tell Nema to... Basically, if you choose Nema to save Jesse instead, she survives, and I'll show you that here. And I'm just going to split up this episode into 2 just to make it easier. But, yeah, all you have to do is just replay the scenario, and then we just make a different decision, and there you go. I think Jerry still has to go through all his crap, which I'll show you. But also, you can replay scenarios if you want to get the gold score. I think there's an achievement for getting all the... I could check before...
You want to be the hero?
Before we finish, but for the most part, it's...
You want to break our deal?
I wish we could kind of quickly go through this, but
you want to make new friends?
But
Yoder!
Nema, you'll like it.
yeah, I'll check. I might check before the end of the video and see, because I'm probably just gonna split this into a 2-parter, because I wasn't sure how much time I would have in between. So, but anyway, we still have to go through the whole scene again. So yay, we already know what's gonna happen. I like the fact that the T-Rex is still the major encounter for the end, but I don't know. I kind of wished, I wish kind of more people had died after, like, making some amends or something like that, and then dying to like some circumstances. But all of them died. I mean, usually in typical thriller or horror movie fashion, the bad guy gets their comeuppance because they were doing stupid stuff and they earned their penalty for that. But I don't know, like I mean, well, I don't know. Wait, why is Nema up? She shouldn't be up. She should be on the ground. I call shenanigans. Anyway. Alright, let's do this other scene again and show you the, well, I guess it'd be the best ending to the game, really, would be the word for it, so let's see if we can try to save Nema this time. All it is just one decision extra, that's it. I think Jerry still has to save himself from the T-Rex either way, so. I don't know, like, I feel like I understand where they were going for this game for the most part. Like the cinematic scene, I think that's why there's no exploring mode in this game, like where you can walk around and investigate stuff yourself. Like every other Telltale game has a walk around explore. This is the only Telltale game that doesn't do that for some reason. I know they're trying to do something different, but yeah, just press X and we'll save. Yeah, and then you get. Do you think he saw us? Yeah. Anyway, as far as oh, and the embryos get destroyed by the way. I mean, no one gets the embryos either way, so I mean, why not try to save Nema? You know. I mean, at least they give you an alternate ending, so that there's at least some. I wouldn't say choice, but there's at least a reason to replay through this. But there's no reason to replay through the rest of the game unless you want to get gold for everything. That's the only bad thing I don't like about the gold rating system is that I think there should have been more of a reward for getting gold on everything. Like maybe extra scenes occur if you get a perfect, or maybe some characters survive, or maybe you get a different view of the like a different what's a different, or maybe unlock more journal entries or something like that, or. I don't know. It's just like I said. I think if you give a reason, like in other games, they like if you collect stuff, you unlock like artwork or like a concept art or like just extra stuff in the game to like to give you a reason to replay. Like, well, obviously only completionists do it, but you know what I mean. Like, you get a... I never get tired of Jerry getting snapped in half like that. I don't know, I think it's funny. like, you may think I'm a bit cruel, but I find it hilarious. I find it hilarious. Okay, I don't find it hilarious. Hilarious is laughing so hard that you go crazy. That's what that means, so. It's ironic, but there you go. Yeah, now I don't have to, like, pay attention too much, because I'm pretty aware of what I need to do to beat the level. Yeah, we're just trying to hold on. But I think the confrontation with the T-Rex, I think, was well done for the most part, because you know, the T-Rex needs to be the final boss of any Jurassic Park thing, or at least a big old dinosaur of some sort, you know. So the end of the game's fine. I don't know. It's a start the boat. Wait, isn't that from another movie or something? I feel like it is. Like, oh, it's a Indiana Jones reference. It said the plane, it said the boat, or boat, it said the plane. Yeah, I keep pressing that button. As far as I know, saving Nima doesn't really change the ending that much. It's like slight. Come on, come on. There we go. Woo! Yeesh. All right, there we go. We did it. Yay! Now we got. Oh yeah, I think we got silver last time too. But yeah, instead of Nima dying, it's all that one decision. That's it. I guess I could have cut to that decision and then the ending of the scene to see Nima. And whatever. I'm gonna split this up into two anyway. So. Oh, sorry, didn't get your embryos. No money for you. Sorry.
Believe me, the whole world is better off without that can.
Guys?
Not me, Joey. Not my daughter.
Yeah.
Guys?
Too bad. You
Nima,
suck.
I made a promise.
Everything's.
Come back to Dallas with us. We'll find a way to get you and your Mariquita.
Guys! How
Yeah.
much
Everything's.
did you say those embryos were worth?
A lot of money. Whoa! No. Happy ending for all, except for Oscar, Billy, Sorkin, Decaf, Alpha Team, Bravo Team, the dinosaurs, because there's still going to be firebomb people. Did you forget about that? Never get the song out of your head. But that's it, and then that's it. So you assume that maybe they end up living together or something, just till they get their feet off the ground or something. It's hard to say. How much time do I have left? Yeah, we'll do a quick look through the journal. Basically, it's just it basically talks about there's well, actually, would it take me a while to do that? I might just split the episode even more. So, okay. Well, I guess before I read this journal, I guess the last thing I want to say is I like the attempt from Telltale to try to tell a different type of story, and it does a lot of the same bips and boops that Jurassic Park did before. But I don't know, it's either the system or maybe the writing that I wasn't a fan of. Like a lot of the QTs were more annoying than entertaining to get past, and having to redo a lot of scenes over again. I'm not saying it's hard. It's just it was a bit more annoying for a game that's supposed to be story based than skill based for the most part. And I mean, this is probably they did two games based off the Universal brand, this and Back to the Future, and I really like Back to the Future, but that's because I think it stuck with their old style of quick time events and exploring and talking to people and stuff like that. And they got a lot of good voice actors and everything like this. But this one, it's I don't know. I feel like maybe just not enough likable characters. Maybe is the issue, or maybe it's the pacing. I don't know. I don't hate this game, but I really didn't feel it. Like I said, it's probably why it's considered the weakest out of Telltale's series of games. So, all the others I like fine. Obviously, these games aren't for everyone, but I don't know. So anyway, to finish out the game, I guess my verdict is send the game back, or buy it if you buy it on Steam or something like that. Buy it at a cheap price just to get the experience, or to see the funny death scenes, or alternate variations to scenes. But anyway, let's end this episode off with me reading from the journal. What a day! Supply chopper never showed. Parasaurs won't behave and face it. I'm still mad at John Hammond. He gave me a mosquito in amber, and I made life. No other paleontologist could have done it, but I wouldn't take short. So he took my life's work and headed over to Henry Wu. John gave me this lab to shut me up. At least now I have time to study the animal's record, the phonetic anomalies and maybe fix what's broken. Dilophosaurs, double-crested lizards. Wu's amphibian DNA has profoundly changed our Dilophosaurs. They should grow to 6 meters long. None in our brood are that big. I'm even wondering if the frill and spinning behavior are a splicing error. There's no evidence in the fossil records for that business. Our Dilos may be small, but they're tenacious. Once they decide your prey, they don't let up. There's nothing to do but get away as fast as you can. Those are the things that like killed Nedry. Triceratops, 3-horned face. As our Triceratops mature, holes open up on the frill bones. At first, I thought it was another nucleotide sequencing error. Now it's clear that Triceratops and Torosaurus are the same species. I'm still not sure why the morphology changes with age like that. Status recognition? Our Triceratops have developed a fondness for the leaves of the local banana plants. They jump through hoops for the stuff if they weren't so damned heavy. Tyrannosaurus Rex, Tyrant Lizard King. Despite the theories popular among some paleontologists, I'm convinced our T-Rex's motion-based vision is the result of Wu's amphibian DNA. I didn't think, history-wise we don't know for sure, so. It's like the frogs and toads that eat their meals in one bite. Who knows how its visions would be if John had let me fill in the genome properly. Regardless, it makes our T-Rex safe to observe. If you're careful, stay still and you can stay out of sight. So this is how they try to get around the fact that maybe T-Rexes could or couldn't do that, so for the movies and stuff like that. Compsognathus. Pretty jaw. I have to admit, of all the dinosaurs we have managed to clone so far, Compsognathus holds a special place in my heart. I imagine it's because they remind me of the chickens we had on the farm when I was growing up. In fact, their genetic structures is so similar to birds that I'm a bit surprised they don't have feathers. Then again, thanks to all the shortcuts we've been forced to make, I can't say for sure that they didn't. Well, I can barely see the periods on this. That's why I'm like, oops. Oh, I could just press the button and do that. Okay, anyway. Herrerasaurus. Herrera's lizards. I would have loved to have seen Don Victorino's Herrera's face when he first discovered the bones of the Herrerasaurus, and now one of the oldest dinosaur species discovered is reborn and walking on our facilities. When we were engineering the Herrerasaurus, we didn't know that they were meant to be safe alternatives to the velociraptors, but though not nearly as smart as the raptors, their chase instincts make them almost as dangerous. The quarantine pens. I'm getting so sick of Hammond. I can't believe he ordered another group of raptors to the island from Site B after what happened to them last time. Site B is the reference to the second Jurassic Park movie. The Lost World, by the way. Very crappy movie. The man will never learn to respect what we have created and stop trying to create a spectacle. At least they used the southern quarantine pens. If they had tried to take them to the ones near the docks, they'd have found the brood had been raising there. Direct orders or not, euthanizing entire species just because they're unprofitable is not acceptable. Sorkin, even in death, you're... Parasaurolophus, near-crested lizard. I am extremely pleased with the progress David and I have been making with the parasaur behavioral experiments. Our hypothesis with the cranial crest was used for amplified sound. Communication has been brilliantly confirmed, but the coloring being used to identify various social cliques was something I was not fully expecting. I have been able to isolate their mating, feeding, and warning calls, and I'm excited to see how they respond to recordings of their own sounds. David has converted the area around the water tower to a holding pen and has rigged up an intricate speaker system for protecting their calls. This is science, the kind that can't be rushed with a checkbook. Velociraptor, Swift Caesar, or sizer, I guess is the word. Our velociraptors differ significantly from the fossil records. They're perhaps 3 times as large as they should be. They're definitely velociraptors, but based on the size alone, they appear to have more in common with Utahraptor or Deinonychus. I've given Dr. Wu meaningful looks when the subject has come up, but he doesn't seem to make the connection between his frog DNA hack and the discrepancy. Politically speaking, if he doesn't, nobody will. The tunnel network. Once again, I got caught in a torrential downpour on the way back to my lab from the Parasaurolophus pen. I had hoped they would extend the tunnel network to my lab, but spare no expense doesn't apply when you're at the dockhouse. Man, they're really going to make note of that saying. Excuse me. I may approach the subject again once they complete the process of connecting the tunnels to the visitor center and the rest of the park's core. Geothermal power. The park's main power source is a geothermal plant driven by the latent volcanic activity so rampant in this area. For some reason, Ray Allen and Dr. Hammond are reticent about sharing the procedure for shutting down and restarting the power. Although they claim the secrecy is for security, relying on one of the chosen few to be present and conscious during a crisis actually makes me feel a little less secure. I think I've managed to figure it out on my own just in case. Whoops. Sorry. Trudon. No, I guess I wanted to show you the picture. Ugh. Horrible. Trudon, wounding tooth. Our mysterious eggs hatched today, confirming my suspicions. They're Trudon pectinodon. I'm thrilled to have achieved these results in my own lab, but Dr. Hammond is concerned that we've cloned a dinosaur that might not fit into his vision for the park. He wants a full evaluation before he'll add them to the list. I'll show you that. Trudon, wounding tooth. We knew they would be efficient predators with grasping hands, binocular vision, and exceptionally large brains. We figured they might be nocturnal, but we had no idea about the stealth, the stalking, or the nightmarish venom. After the latest incident, John had deemed the Trudon a threat to his vision of the park. He has told me in no uncertain terms that they are to be destroyed along with all records of their creation. I'll play along, but I will not euthanize an entire species. I'll hide them in the quarantine pens for now. They'll be safe there. Show you the picture. The marine exhibit. Remember how John diverted half my funding for urgent needs last year? Well, I happened to get a look at one of those needs today, and it's another tourist trap, a marine exhibit. It's not going to open until Phase B, which means it's not a priority over opening the park, just over basic research. The guys building it don't even know what animals it's meant to hold. Maybe John will get wooed to spin a plesiosaur out of the polywogs. And show that. Mosasaur, Meuse River Lizard. Meuse? Finally found out what John has been in store for his marine exhibit, a mosasaur. It's a Phase B attraction, so it's not on the list. Apparently the first specimen is viable, and it's already outgrown the breeding tanks. I'd be pissed off about it being kept out of the loop, but I'm too excited to care. A mosasaur, the apex predator of the late Cretaceous seaways, with a double-hinged jaw to gulp down large prey upwards of 50 feet long, depending on genus. It's going to be magnificent. I hope the facility is large enough to be a healthy habit. And the final ending little thing there. There's a storm coming. I can feel it. Like I could feel tornadoes coming when I was little back in Arkansas. Ray will probably call an evacuation. Not sure I'll go. We're secure here, and the parasaurs need tending. Most importantly, I'm nearly ready to reverse Wu's cruel lysine contingency. Once that's done, everything's going to fall into place. John will see that he can't control these animals or me. And Ela and Nublar will become a natural preserve, a proper habitat, a home. And you could probably assume that this was made by the good doctor herself. This is her little journal before the whole incident occurs. Well, and that's it for Jurassic Park the game. What can I say? Not a total letdown. There were some funny moments. I sniped on this game more than I probably should have. I didn't do this as badly with Minecraft, but I don't know. I guess this is the mood I was in for that. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. Time to send this game back and to get something new. So I hope you all enjoyed my playthrough of this game. We'll see what new comes in next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you when the next game comes in. Thanks for watching.